Hey, what's up? I'm actually rendering the, sorry, blah, fuck this up already. Alright, my name's Nick, sorry, and I'm going to show you a couple of basics in After Effects. And I'm talking basic. Cooper, the other guy, the other tutorial, that does the tutorials, the other dude who does the tutorials, I mean, sorry, as you can see, it's 2:20 AM and I've been up for 2 days, excuse me. Anyway, he asked me to do some basic stuff, and that will help him and also help you guys, because he's not too familiar with After Effects. He's more pro in the other aspects of like photos and some web-based and some other stuff that I don't know about. I'm not a pro, okay? I just want to get that out straight while this is opening up. I just might know a few things, but in this one I'm actually only going to show you the basics, and we'll get into some more advanced stuff in the future. Now, alright, so basics. Alright, I'm just going to bring in a clip that is extremely crap. So you have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think 3 options. You can go to composition, new composition. You can click this little button, which is the new comp button, or you can just drag that right in there, and it will give you the frame length, the length of the video. It will give you the proper frame rate that the video is, and also the dimensions. Okay, so for instance, let's make a new comp, and let's make this 1920 by 1080. Okay, 60 frames per second, and let's make this 3 minutes long. Okay, now let's drag in our clip by just drag it in, and as you see here, now you'll probably see a lot of people fumbling around doing this, trying to match it up, or they just hold shift and just try and equal it up. Alright, that's fine and everything, but you know what, I hate doing that, especially if I've got a load of clips and maybe sometimes the footage is a bit bigger than what I want to actually render as, which is typically 720p. And just say I've got all these clips loaded, I can just press Control A and select them all, alright, in here, or I can just press one and then go all the way down the bottom and hold down shift and press the other one, it'll select them all, and press Control, Alt and F, and automatically that will scale it to, it'll fit to comp. I think it's in the transform properties. There it is. Okay. Alright, now what else? I'm going to close this out because I just want to use this one. Alright, see, I'm not killing anyone, I'm just, I did this for the sound thing, which I'm rendering right now. Minimize, go away, piss off, excuse me. Alright, so some other basic stuff. Alright, so well, some really handy ones is T for opacity, P for position, S for scale, and I think that's the main ones. Oh yeah, and L for audio. Now I'm gonna hit L again, actually double tap it, you'll see it'll bring up the waveform. But just say if you want the waveform to be there, you can easily just go down this little button and try and find it yourself, or you can just double tap it, hold down shift, and also hit L again, and then you got your audio levels, so that way you can make a keyframe. By the way, this is the keyframe button, sorry, and say we want it to be about there, and so make that all the way down, so that will slowly reach up in the sound. Now what if I want to bring in the opacity but still have all these options as well? I'll still hold down shift with this layer selected, okay, and I'll hit T, and again using the keyframe, little stopwatch there you go, there's the fade in. Now what if I want to do a bit of scale, and I still want all these other options? I think you get it now. Hold down shift, press S, okay, and let's say from here, actually I'm just going to drag that out, and then I'm going to actually, instead of doing that, I'm just going to do that way out here, and as you see, it slowly comes into place. Okay. Now, what else are some basic little things? Well, how about a bit of navigation? All right. So, I don't know where to start because I just use this. I don't really explore it to an extent of explaining it to it over a fucking microphone. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at tutorial stuff. So I'm just gonna clean that up by leaving that like that. You're also gonna notice that I have a fair few effects that are non-standard. Okay. So right click your clip or make sure it's selected and go to effect up here. Alright, and for a simple color correction, I'm just going to drop in the curves and I'm just going to give it a bit more contrast. See? It's taken away that. I'm not sure if you can really see that. Is that full? Yes. See, that's without and that's with. Kind of bloomed it up a little bit, and it also might need to drop that down a little bit more. But as you can see, it's kind of put a bit more color back into it. So look at these bricks over here. I'm going to turn it off. You see it just, so we put that back on. So that's just really small, very small contrast kind of thing. I hope I'm saying this right. I don't know actually. Now, what else? Some other things. Alright, so up here you've got your selection tool, your hand tool, your zoom tool, your rotate, your camera, your pan behind tool. You got your mask, some shapes here. Okay. You also got your pen tool, your type tool, and these are for still images kind of thing. Or I don't know. I don't really use them, but if let me show you. I'm going to double click on this. It's going to bring us in here. Now I'm going to bring up the paint tool. And I'm just going to draw a line like that. I'm going to come back over here. As you see, it's now there. It might go away. So that's why I wouldn't recommend using these unless you've got like kind of, I don't know, time freeze frame. Alright, that way it does not move. Okay, and then maybe you want, let me go back in here. Maybe I want to draw this little hand, so I'm just gonna hold Alt over here. See, I can draw that over there. Alright. This is just a clone tool, but yes. But the thing about that is, if we remove that, as you can see, it just looks very abnormal and not right. Maybe if you want to put like a little window of like a close-up, and you want to put it in the sky, and you want to have like a super slow motion clip, and that way you can just do double layers and maybe a few compositions, and yeah. But that again is not, yeah. So I'm just gonna remove that and hop out of here. Alright, so you also might see that how I do this. Well, I'm actually holding down the spacebar tool, or I can press H, or I can use the middle mouse button. Okay. Also for rotate, I believe it's R or W. No, it must be W. Okay. Q is for like little shapes, sort of thing. So if we got this selected, and if I just want to narrow in on that, and it made a mask. See, now I can just feather it, maybe bring it in a little bit, feather it some more. Or if I get rid of that mask, press Q, Q, Q. So we got the ellipse tool. And then I bring down these properties, feather it, make it a bit bigger, and boom, a little crappy small vignette. It's not bad, is it? Although the better way to do this would be to add a solid. I press Control Y, by the way, and then grabbing the pen tool and just not pen tool. I mean, you just hold your mouse button over that, and yeah, once you can just double click it, make it easier, hit subtract, and then feather it out, expand it, and get rid of that mask. And yeah, moving on. What else? I've been doing this for 10 minutes. I say this is enough for today. I will be doing more. Hopefully I do remember to pick up where I left off, and again, I'm sorry, but it is 2 in the morning, so sorry if I'm very confusing and all that. We've covered a little bit about keyframing, which I will remind you right now. Anything you see with keyframes, you can keyframe. I mean, that sounded so fucked up, I'm sorry. Anything with this little stopwatch, you can keyframe. So okay, that's including this as well. So if you hit U to bring up all, show all the keyframes, and maybe I want that to go like that, and do a bit of opposite here, and then maybe I want this to really bring out the contrast, and then maybe about here and make that a straight line again. So as you can see, I hope you can see, anything with that little stopwatch, you can keyframe. Now, this has been Nick, and I hope that you've understood everything, blah blah blah. Next episode, I'm going to try and cover a little bit more, and I'm also going to cover a little bit about render settings within After Effects. Yes, and yeah, I think that's it.